Hello, my name is Lee. I'd like to welcome you to this introductory video to Python. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Python syntax. So to write Python code, you need to follow some rules. In programming terms, these rules are collectively called syntax. Python's unique syntax is one of the reasons that novice programmers find it easy to learn to program. So in this section, we shall look at the different syntaxes in Python. The first one is dealing with simple statements. Unlike most of our object-oriented programming languages, Python does not require a semicolon at the end of a statement if there is only a single statement on that line. In case you want to write multiple Python statements in one line, which is something that is highly not recommended, you then have to separate them with a semicolon. So we can look at this example at the bottom here, and it says print, and it is followed by some text, or what's known as a string. And because there is no other statement on that line, we can then just create a new line and create a new statement. Now, continuing on with our simple statements, we can also create a new line to continue a longer statement if we'd like, without using semicolons. And in order to do that, we simply add a backslash to our current statement. Okay, so for example, you can see we have sum equals 10 plus 20 plus, and we want to make a continuation of that statement. So we can just add a backslash, and then we can say 30 plus 40 plus backslash. We want to create a new line, 50. Now, the next thing is code blocks and indentation, and this is extremely important in Python. So indentation is one of the most striking features of Python syntax. In almost all of the programming languages, braces are used to specify the scope of the code's block. In Python, indentation is used to specify the scope of the code's block. So if we look at this example, we have if 10 is greater than 3, and then we have a colon, and then we have an indentation followed by the code in which we want to execute. And so what this means is that if the number 10 is greater than 3, which it is, it's then going to move on, because that's true to this indented code, and it's going to execute that code. Anything outside that indentation is going to be executed, and then we'll then move on to the next line, which says if 10 is less than 3, execute the following code. And because 10 is not less than 3, then that indented code at the very bottom will be skipped. Okay, and the last thing we want to talk about here is naming conventions. So here are some of the naming conventions used in Python. Packages and module names are all lowercase. Classes are declared with bumpy case, with first letter of the individual words capitalized. For instance, customer product record is all one word, and the first letter of the word is capitalized. For methods and function convention is used to use lowercase letters with individual words separated by underscores. For example, person underscore name underscore get underscore age, and so on and so forth. Private variable names begin with single underscores, and strongly private variable names begin with double underscores. Okay, so those are the rules that we need to follow when dealing with Python and Python syntax. I'd like to thank you for watching, and in the next video we're going to jump in and get started and start to learn how to use these different coding syntaxes. And so until then, I'd like to thank you for watching, and bye bye.